Welcome back to another Pokemon Market Monday, your one-stop shop for all your Pokemon information. We go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price. And we do also cover any big Pokemon news like cards or sets that get revealed. And if I do see any good deals, I always try to throw them in here too. And before we get started, we do have to give thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is ARIZONATCG. If you guys have a couple graded cards or a ton of graded cards you're looking to sell, could be BGS, CGC, PSA, could be Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece, Pokemon, it does not matter. ARIZONATCG is perfect for you, especially if you do not want to be shipping cards out every other day or having a bunch of people lowball you. You just send them all your graded cards. They're going to handle everything. They're going to take professional scans of your cards. Then they're going to post to their massive weekly eBay auctions. And then two, they charge almost the exact same amount as if you started your own eBay store. But this eBay store already has 100% positive feedback with over 10,000 cards sold. So definitely check them out. All the links are in the description. But all right, let's get started. Hopping to PokeBeard here. We got the new Venusaur EX and Blastoise EX Premium Collection releasing August 9th, according to GameStop. The pricing isn't known yet. Looks like it's going to come with 10 variety packs of the Scarlet and Violet era. Next, on PokeBeard, we got the Black Bolt and White Flare. It says to experience severe shortages, but they're catching up now. So it says, we received word that Black Bolt and White Flare allocations will be much less than Prismatic Evolutions. Most stores will receive no product. This is according to one of TPCI's biggest US distributors, but it says the reason why we're not getting as much Black Bolt and White Flare is because they're busy reprinting past items like Surging Sparks booster boxes and Prismatic Evolutions ETBs. It says they've already started to arrive in stores in the US. The new supply isn't as large as the original print runs, but it's still a sizable amount. And then it even says prices on the secondary market are already dropping, even though Prismatic Evolutions ETB just went up in price. But, I mean, any reprints we will take, but that does suck. We're not going to get as much Black Bolt and White Flare because of it. They just need to make, more printing facilities or something. Like, they got to start pumping this stuff out. But all right, let's get into it. We got Evolving Skies, checking this booster box. We got a couple new high sales. Last sold 1,944. Before that, 1,977. We got one with a picture, says clean, no rips, ships with the case, 1,989. So pretty much a $2,000 booster box. What can we get it shipped for on TCG Player right now? Looks like we can get it shipped from a decent seller for $1,935. And then the ETB also is going up in price, of course, because the booster box went crazy. So the Pokemon Center ETBs, we don't really have any new sales on TCG Player, but here's the Umbreon regular ETB. Last sold 270, 270, 270, 280, 299, 290. Tons of sales, like a lot more sales than we normally have for the Sword and Shield era. And then here's the other ETB, going to be, the same price. Last sold 280, 285, 300, 285, 299, 295. A little more expensive, actually, than the Umbreon one, which is surprising. And let's check the sleeve booster. Coming up a little bit. Last sold 37, 37. 11 of them at 31, 25 of them at 35. There's just so many people buying these packs right now, too, especially, box breakers and stuff are always trying to have stuff like this. So next, we got Celebrations. The regular ETB is up a little bit. So last sold 150, 150, 145. A ton of them at 145. We got one at 135 down there. And we have the Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold for this, 238 of them at $200. Another one at 220, 200, 210. And that is about it for Celebrations. Next, we got Crown Zenith. We got the regular ETB moving up in price again. Last sold 160, 160, 160, 154. Next, we got the Pokemon Center ETB coming up in price a little bit. Last sold 305, 275, 306, 300, 300, 277, 265. And then we got the Galarian Moltres tin going crazy. Last sold 58, 58, 65, 56, 53, 54, 63 weight on there. Even the other tins, they're getting close to the Articuno's market price, $53. Last sold 55, 55, 45, 45, 46. All right, next we have 151. Checking the regular ETB coming up in price a little bit. We got a ton of movement today. We got so many boxes going up in price, and we actually have some cards moving again. Last sold 234 for the regular ETB, 240, 230, 235. And this is pretty much the only thing that moved for 151. Otherwise, everything else is the same. Next, we have Prismatic Evolutions. The regular ETB, like I said, going up in price. Got down to $110. Now last sold 10 of them at 123, 123, 122, 125. Another one at 125, 125. So definitely going up in price a little bit. And the Pokemon Center ETB is also going up in price again. So it got down to $235. Now last sold $294, $325, $299, $290, $280. Like that happened so quick, just in a couple days, I feel like. And then everything else for Prismatic Evolutions is about the same. The Super Premium Collection, market price is $243. That's just slowly coming down because, you know, we're going to get flooded with a ton of them. But, you know, Accessory Pouch, market price $56. Surprise Box is up like $1, market price $59. But everything else is about the same. Booster Bundle, market price $72. But all right, checking out some booster boxes here. We got the Silver Tempest booster box, last sold $363, $352, $398, $366, $373, $365. We got one at $278 down there. That's kind of crazy. Next, we have the Chilling Rain booster box. Last sold $437, $437, $450. 6 of them at $431, 5 of them at $450, 1 at $425. Next, we got Lost Origin, still just going crazy. Last sold $544, $539, $550, $548, $545, $530. Next, we have the Vivid Voltage booster box, still slowly moving. Last sold $205, $203, $210, $211, $200. Next, we have the Astral Radiance booster box. Last sold $432, $425, $440, $447. This box is really surprising me. $440, $433. Astral Radiance has always been one of the cheaper Sword and Shield booster boxes. Next, Battle Styles. Looking like the exact same as Vivid Voltage, even though Battle Styles is 100 times better than Vivid Voltage. Last sold for Battle Styles is $209, $209, $209. 6 of them at $209. 1 of them at $175. Says box is in mediocre condition. Next, Fusion Strike. Last sold $850, $850, $850. 875, 800, 800, 742, 750, 729. That was a few days ago though, but yeah, the last few 850, 875. Next, we have the Lost Origin regular ETB coming up in price just a little bit. Last sold 98, 102, 90, 100, 99, 97. Next, we have the regular Fusion Strike ETB. This is at 150 for a while. Now last sold 165, 172, 173, 173. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Fusion Strike ETB. This was at $192. Now last sold 251, 270, 268, 270, 250, 275. Next, we have the Brilliant Stars Pokemon Center ETB was $115. Now last sold 135, 130, 130, 120, 130. Next, we have the Astral Radiance Pokemon Center ETB was at $100. Now last sold 120, 110, 118, 105, 100 with a picture. So if you can find this box for $100, not a bad deal. Next, we have the Silver Tempest Pokemon Center ETB up in price just a little bit. Last sold 170. We got a couple ones at 212, 212, or as 180, 200, 166, 175, 170. Next, we have the Champions Path ETB still slowly climbing up. Last sold 128, 122, 128, 130, 135. Now, Champions Path is not a good set, but there is 2 awesome chase cards that are actually worth a good amount in this box. Plus, it's got Charizard on the box, too. Next, we have the Hidden Fates ETB. Last sold 350, 325, 300, 299, 325. All right, next, we are in the Scarlet and Violet era for these booster boxes. We got Stellar Crown moving up again. Got down to like $195. Now last sold 205, 213, 210, 220. 4 of them at 213. Next, we have the Paldea Evolve booster box. This thing is going crazy. Last sold 300, 297, 299, 300. I mean, a ton of them just at 295, and we had a lot of sales too. I mean, even me scrolling all the way down, this is still on the same day, on the 16th. Next, we have the Twilight Masquerade booster box. Last sold 220, 232, 244, 230, 220. Next, Obsidian Flames booster box. Last sold 248, 250, 250, 250. This is another one that's just going crazy. 235, 247. Next, we got Temporal Forces. Look at that line going straight up. Was at about $195. Last sold 200, 210, 215, 230, 225, 223, 225. You know, all these sales are on the same day here, but there's a lot of sales at $200 still, so definitely do not pay $220. Next, we got the Scarlet and Violet base set booster box up a little bit. Last sold 200, 210, 210, 207. Next, we have the Paradox Rift booster box. Last sold 205, 205, 215. So we got 12 of them at $215. Next, we have the Pokemon Center Twilight Masquerade ETB. This got down to $105 and bounced right back. Last sold 117, 116, 125, 120, 135. Another one at 107. Next, we have the regular Surging Sparks ETB. Last sold 120, 105, 120, 100, 111, 112. Next, we have the Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETB. This got down to about 160, 165. Now last sold 170, 170, 177, 160, 163, 175. So coming back up in price just a little bit. Next, we have the Stellar Crown Pokemon Center ETB. Got down to $135. Now last sold 145, 144, 148, 154, 148. Next, we have the Kingdra EX box. The Greninja box is kind of leveled out, but last sold for Kingdra 64, 65, 65, one at 50, but the rest are all at like 63 to 65. Next, we got a couple cards actually coming up in price. So the Charizard got down to about $190. Now last sold, we got one still at 185, otherwise 240, 205, 222. We got one with a picture at 199. Another one at 200. 3 of them at 225. So that's good to see, bouncing back a little bit. Same with the Venusaur. Like I said, just a little bit, couple dollars here. Last sold for Venusaur 76, 80, 65, 68, 68. We got another near mint at $75. Another one at 72. Next, we got the Blastoise EX. Same as the Venusaur. Last sold 88, 70, 68, 72, 80, 66, 73. Next, we have the Charmander from 151. This got down to about $43. Now last sold 46, 53, 64, 50, 61, 66. Next, we have the Articuno Illustration Rare. So it got down to about $22, $23. Now last sold 25, 24, 26, 26, 26, 29. Next, we have the Salamence EX from Journey Together. Got down to about $85. Now last sold 94, 90, 90, 130, 90, 90. So I feel like this could definitely be one of those cards that, you know, we've seen just get completely hyped up. Like I could easily see this card, you know, being a $150, $175 card because it is that nice. Next, the Whale Lord coming back up in price a little bit. Got down to about $14. Now last sold 17, 21, 18, 19, 19, 17, 17. 5 of them at 21. This is a super, super nice card. I mean, the art is top tier. Next, we have the Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. Got down to $183. Now last sold. We got a damage sale at 78. Otherwise, near mint 209, 209. All right, next, we're hopping to eBay, checking out some Destined Rival illustration rare sales because we just had pre-release. So we got the Hydrapple at 30, Lapras at 50, Electrike $10, another one at 7. Clamperl 14. We got the Misty Psyduck at $70. The Rapidash at 20. Team Rocket's Weezing at 30. We got the Shaman illustration rare at 45. We got the Rotom at 850. We got the Murkrow at $25. Another Lapras here at about 35. Misty Psyduck 75. Zamazenta sold for 24. Another Rotom at 18. Misty Psyduck at 85. Another one at 90. Here we got the Blaziken at $50. This is in hand. Spidops at 40, which is crazy. Another Misty Psyduck at 70. Lapras at 50. We got the Team Rockets Meowth at $47.99. Another one at 50. Couple more Weezings at 28. Trying to look for different stuff here. We got the Blaziken again at 45. Orbeetle at 25. Kangaskong at about 19 shipped. We got Ethan's Adventure at 95, 99, and 100. All right, next, we are checking out some Destined Rivals special illustrationers. We got the Team Rockets Moltres EX, $150. Does have the line through it, so best offer was accepted. We got Team Rockets Crobat at $200. We got the Team Rockets Mewtwo EX at $864. Best offer accepted. Another Moltres at $160. Another Mewtwo at $865. Best offer accepted. Yanmega at 65, Team Rocket's Giovanni at 100, Moltres at 200, Crobat at 200, Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX at 850. Then we got the Cynthia's Garchomp at $300. So I did ask you guys last week which card would be the most expensive one in the set, and it is clearly the Mewtwo. We got a couple more Mewtwo's at $850. The Moltres here, we got to stay at $125. And here is the Ethan's Ho-Oh at $350. Another Cynthia's Garchomp at $350. We got a Mewtwo at $950. Yanmega at $150. And we got the Nidoking at $285. Best offer accepted. Now, I never ever recommend paying these prices unless you plan to instantly get it like express graded and you know it's like perfectly mint so you can have one of the first PSA 10s in the market. That is the only time where it is somewhat acceptable. And last on the list, we have the new Chinese Evolution art rares. I think these Chinese exclusive art rares are just super, super nice. I'm obsessed with this Umbreon. Last sold 160, 150, 150. So we got all four of them at $422. And then we got the Sylveon here at 92. If you guys are just listening, you guys have to check out these arts if you guys do not know what I'm talking about. We got the Eevee at 55, Sylveon at 70, another Sylveon at 70, Leafeon up in the tree at 70, a couple more Eevees at $66, $70. So I don't think these are as hard to pull as like the other exclusive art rares that we've gotten on the Chinese side, like the Pikachu and the Psyduck and stuff. But I think these are still somewhat tough to pull. And I did see a lot of listings that were available where they're like, you know, dropping the price a little bit. So they're trying to figure out what these cards are worth. But I would love to get all four. It looks like someone got all four of these for $288. That's like $70 a card, which is not bad if Umbreon is selling at $150 and the rest are selling, you know, close to $70. But hopefully these come down in price. They did just come out. I really want these. Mrs. Beard really, really wants them. Honestly, I'm obsessed with the Leafeon and the Umbreon. I think they are top tier. But I have a feeling these could be some of those cards that do get hyped up. So I'm going to be watching it. And if I start seeing people do massive buyouts, I'm just going to probably buy all four for the best deal that I can find before they go crazy. Because the other Chinese art rares, which I do think are harder to pull, are like $500, $600. So getting Umbreon for $150 compared to that is not too bad. But let me know down below what you guys think of these new Chinese art rares. And this was today's Pokemon Market Monday. If you guys do like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, you can check out my Instagram or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But I want you guys to have a great day. And if you want to watch my last Pokemon Sleeper Sunday, where I go through a ton of raw cards, graded cards, and sealed products that I think are completely slept on, click this video here. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.